The following presentation is for reference purposes only. It is not a substitute for personnel required to attend Spokane Public Schools district-level manifestation determination training.
Welcome to the Special Education Manifestation Checklist training for Spokane Public Schools. In order to ensure that special education staff are trained in the most current practices regarding special education procedures, the following training has been developed to instruct special education staff and administrators on the manifestation process. When does the law require a team to conduct a manifestation meeting? A manifestation meeting is required when a special education student has been suspended for 10 cumulative days. A manifestation meeting must then be held for each suspension that occurs after the 10th. To schedule a manifestation meeting, following these steps will ensure that the process is complete. Step 1. Building administrator notifies the case manager. Step 2. Utilize same short-term suspension procedures applied to students without a disability. Step 3. School schedules an IEP meeting as soon as possible and within 10 school days of a decision to suspend. Consult with parents regarding relevant members of the IEP team who should attend. Send parents IEP meeting invitations generated by the case manager. Once the meeting has been held, all paperwork is submitted to the building IEP secretary for scanning into PaperVision. To locate manifestation paperwork, the case manager or administrator will log into Blackboard, select the special education link. On the left side, they will select the Forms tab. Scroll down until you see the Progressive Discipline Process binder, then locate the Manifestation Determination Checklist link. That will then load the writable Manifestation Checklist forms. Once you have located the manifestation forms, you will need to ensure that you have the correct student information at the meeting. You will want to bring and consider the following documents. Bring a copy of the student's IEP. Bring a copy of the student's most current special education evaluation. If the student has an FBA, BIP, or success plan, bring those documents as well. The team may want to consider bringing the student's discipline history, as well as any other relevant information the team feels that they may need to share, review, or discuss at the meeting when determining if the behavior is a manifestation of a student's disability. The manifestation determination paperwork should be filled out collaboratively as an IEP team. The demographic portion of the paperwork could be completed prior to the IEP meeting to assist in time management. Information entered in this section should align with the information in PowerSchool. The information entered in the Describe the Behavior Incident, which the disciplinary action is being taken, and the disciplinary action and duration portion should align with the information generated from the suspension expulsion letter in PowerSchool. Next, the team will describe and review relevant information. The information entered in this section should be objective, factual, and based on existing data. Once the team has reviewed all relevant documents, the team will discuss if the conduct was caused by or had a direct and substantial relationship to the student's disability. Under the discussion portion, the team must elaborate on why they determined yes or no, and may not just base the decision and/or limit the decision to the student's eligibility category, but it must be based on a multitude of factors. The team must then discuss if the conduct in question was a direct result in the district's failure to implement the student's IEP. The team may review information such as a student's IEP, schedule, attendance, behavior plan, or other student-specific data. From the previous conversations, if either questions resulted in a yes, then the team will then determine if the conduct was or was not a manifestation of the student's disability. The team will then determine if an FBA is needed and indicate the date consent paperwork was given to the parents. Or the team may determine the student's behavior intervention plan needs updated. The process of updating the behavior plan will take place outside of the manifestation meeting process. If it is determined to be a manifestation of the student's disability, the student must return to school. If the team determines it was not, lastly, the team must discuss and determine the special education services that will be provided for that student. If the team checks no in both questions on the previous page, then it is determined the conduct was not a manifestation of the student's disability. While the school may apply disciplinary action the same as students without a disability, the school must continue to provide special education services to ensure FAPE. The team must determine what services will be provided, the duration of those services, and the location in this section below. The team may also wish to consider if an FBA is something they need to assist them in supporting the team in the student's future behavior needs. Finally, the team will need to ensure that they provide parents their prior written notice. The prior written notice is the notice that a parent receives after a district makes a decision and before the action is taken on that decision. The notice should be given to parents in a reasonable amount of time before the district takes action. Depending on the determination made by the team at the manifestation meeting, the team will need to select the appropriate prior written notice to complete and send to the parents. This document cannot be filled out prior to the manifestation meeting, as the decision as to if the behavior was a manifestation of the student's disability can only be made at the meeting. Do not complete the prior written notice before the meeting. The case manager will complete the prior written notice using the information discussed at the meeting and send the notice to parents. If the team feels they need support in completing the prior written notice, they may consult their school psychologist, education specialist, or coordinator for support.